Hey everyone, welcome back to Campus Chronicles, where we meet and research academic trailblazers. Today, we're sitting down with a very important guest. With dual PhDs and a postdoc from top European universities, Dr. Javed Ahmed Shahani is driving major progress in research and innovation. Welcome, Dr. Shahani. It is a pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you very much for having me on this show.
Of course. Well, let's dive right in. Firstly, let's start at the beginning. What brought you here? What were some early steps you took?
I started my life in a very modest family. So my schooling was in government schools. So then I went to University of Sindh for my bachelor degree. And I did my PhD on Erasmus Mundus scholarship from 4 different European universities. And I did my postdoc from NTN UNARI on IRCM fellowship.
Well, you mentioned that your education journey took you all over Europe. What was that time like? What was your experience like?
In fact, this scholarship called Erasmus Plus is encouraging students to perform mobility in more than one country and in more than one universities. My PhD was joint doctorate. So during my PhD, I started at University of Bologna, and then I went to University of Turin, and this was 1 year in Italy. And my third destination was Ateneo de Barcelona, and this university is in Spain, and major chunk of my PhD was in University of Luxembourg. So I think the good thing about this scholarship was when you are settled at some city or a university and you have good friends and you came to know about everything about the city. So that was the right time to leave that city and move to next destination. So this was trying to, encourage you to leave your comfort zone. And I know when people stay in comfort zone, they are stagnant and they do not progress. And if you are able to leave your comfort zone and you challenge yourself and you throw yourself into a different situation, then you grow. So this scholarship and this PhD taught me how to leave comfort zone and challenge myself.
Well, you learned some important, valuable lessons, didn't you? Well, let's move on to the prestigious department that our guest is a part of, and which is Office of Research, Innovation and Commercialization. As ORIC Director, how would you describe what the office does, and how exactly does it aid in research?
ORIC is a department which was established with the support of Higher Education Commission of Pakistan. There are a few functions of this department. One of the major functions of this department is basically research promotion. So when we talk about research promotion, it does not mean we just encourage faculty to write papers, publish papers. It's all about, when doing research, when you're doing research, you have to generate funds for the research. So in research excellence, apart from doing research, you have to find donor agencies which can fund your research. So in this department, we focus on research grant winning. And apart from that, the major aspect of ORIC is basically innovation and commercialization. When grassroots level research is carried out, it's going to solve the local problems. So once it is done, we need to register that intellectual property for its protection. And this office also facilitate in, filing patent to our faculty. And apart from this innovation commercialization, we also facilitate, academia industry collaboration. In Pakistan, there is a huge gap between academia and industry, and ORIC is trying to fill this gap as well.
ORIC recently received HEC's W category. Now, this is an incredible achievement. Tell me, sir, what does this mean for this department, and what does this mean for Sakhar IBA?
Yeah, this is a very good question. Actually, this time, HEC evaluated 89 ORICs all over Pakistan, and only 6 ORICs were awarded with W category, and Sakhar IBA is one of them. And you will be happy to hear that in Sindh province, there are only 2 ORICs which are in W category. One ORIC which is in W category is in Metropolitan City. And we are the only university from non-metropolitan city which achieved this W category. So I think this is a prestige for Sakkar IBA, and this is also going to show the rest of the country, even in rural settings, there are institutions, they are at par with institutions which are settled in urban settings.
Well, now that Sakkar IBA is receiving all these achievements, what is the university doing to internationalize Sakkar IBA?
Yeah, actually, late Siddiqui Sahab was highly interested to make Sakkar IBA a place where people from rest of the world come and get education. So this was one of his dreams, and the current leadership is also focused on internationalization of Sakkar IBA University. We started this journey once I returned from my PhD back in 2017. So we look for international donors which can fund, our initiatives like student exchange and faculty exchange. The first success which we achieved was in form of Erasmus Plus International Credit Mobility back in 2019. Under this scholarship, our staff and our faculty and our students traveled to Europe, fully funded by a European Commission. So I think this was the first step towards internationalization, and then later on we won projects like NORPART Connect and Erasmus Plus CBHE Rapid. So they are a catalyst to basically internationalize our university.
So the students and staff that went through this, have they reported any encouraging challenges, and what does your team do to address those?
One of the important aspect, we focus on international credit mobility, where our students are also going to Europe for one semester exchange. Initially, the challenges which were with Sakkar IBA was actually when a student go to exchange, they study courses over there, and our credit system and the credit system of European universities is altogether different. So there was a challenge to convince our university and exam department to acknowledge those credits. So formally, with the help of international office, we formalize when any student come back from exchange, how the credits of that student will be accepted by Sakkar IBA University. So this was one of the challenge this was kind of an administrative challenge. As far as the challenge which are faced by students, when a student go to Europe for short-term exchange, they become quite independent. So they have to find their accommodation and they have to live on their own without, kind of a facilitation from anybody from their home country. So this also bring kind of a maturity in our students, and life is journey. So those who travel, they read different pages of this book, and those who does not travel, they only read one page of the book. So I think this journey is fascinating, which is not only internationalizing Sakkar IBA, but also actually building the horizon of students and make them mature.
Well, you mentioned NORPART Connect, which is actually an incredible opportunity for Sakkar IBA, as it connects Sakkar IBA to the university that you completed your postdoc in NTNU Norway. So what does this collaboration mean for IBA, and what are some goals behind the NORPART Connect project?
Yeah, this story goes back to 2019-2020 when I was postdoc at NTNU Norway. So as a postdoc, my job was basically to finalize grant proposals for European donors. So in that training, I got an idea where are the opportunities where non-European countries can capitalize and get funding from European agencies. So when I came back and joined here at Sakkar IBA, so I coordinated with our colleagues here, Professor Dr. Sher, and I had my network at NTNU, and we saw a call which was by Norwegian Research Council. So that was about NORPART. So we applied with the collaboration of NTNU Norway, and from here, Dr. Sher is, one of the colleagues who is leading this project. So in this project, we developed a proposal. The ultimate goal of this proposal was to refine computer science curriculum In Norway, they have a computer science program which is more of applied nature, but here the computer science program is, disconnected from the industry. So we wanted to develop a curriculum which is of applied nature, and we wanted to benefit from the best practices of NTNU Norway. So we pitched this proposal to Norwegian Research Council, and under this proposal we got grant, and this grant has not only facilitation for curriculum development, but it has facilitation for faculty mobility. More than 15 faculty members from Sakhara IBA went to Norway on this grant. And, 4 students went for fully funded master degree at NTNU from Sakhara IBA University. And, a number of students went on 1 semester exchange. Not only this is unilateral exchange from Sakhara IBA University to NTNU Norway, but we also receive faculty and students from NTNU Norway. So recently we had 2 Norwegian students who came to Sakhara IBA for exchange. So I think this is a very good program.
So you mentioned changing the educational curriculum, which I think is a very everlasting fight. How do you ensure that the changes made during the project last after the project has ended?
Yeah, in the project proposal, we made commitment. This project is for 5 years. Before this project ends in 2026, we are going to implement the curriculum which was developed during this project, that is applied computer science curriculum, and we will induct initial batch. Once curriculum is developed, and then you are inducting students on that curriculum, definitely this curriculum will last, and it will produce professionals which are more connected with the current trends and technologies which are being followed by the industry. So the curriculum is not in disconnect, which is just focusing on theoretical concepts, but it is connected with the industry. So under this project, we also visited Pakistani industry, and we developed a model. And according to that model, joint courses will be taught by academia and industry people. So I think if we introduce this curriculum and we offer, courses which are jointly taught by academia and industry people, this curriculum will last, and the fruits of this project will be, sustainable.
I would love to talk about the RAPID project. Can you tell me a little bit about it, and what are some goals that are behind this project?
When we talk about this internationalization initiative, we started with ICM, International Credit Mobility. In fact, ICM was a low-hanging fruit. So it was quite easy to hunt, and we started with it, and we got success. And then we diversified. We went to other donor agencies apart from European Commission. So NARPAT was from Norwegian Research Council. So as far as RAPID is concerned, so RAPID is one of the huge project which is funded by European Commission. This project is actually a consortium, which is run by a consortium. It's a consortium of 10 institutions. We have 3 European universities in this project. We have with us NTNU Norway, LNU Sweden, Spezia University from Italy. Apart from that, Sakhara IBA from Pakistan is coordinating this project, and we have with us IBA Karachi, LAMS, HEC, and 3 rural universities, University of Baldistan, University of Turbat, and University of Balochistan. So this large consortium is going to basically run this project for 3 years to achieve 3 goals. First goal is actually capacity building of faculty in online education, content delivery and assessment. And the second goal of this project is to develop online education infrastructure at rural universities like University of Turbat, University of Balochistan, and University of Baldistan. And the last goal of this project is actually to develop an online education policy for Pakistan, which is going to basically drive this online education mechanism. So this is overall goal of this project.
Well, to my understanding, this project connects us with not only many European universities, but also many rural universities. So what does this collaboration mean for Sakhara IBA?
I think, as we see in developed world, universities are not working in isolation. Unfortunately, in our world, underdeveloped world, universities are working in isolation. They are not collaborating with each other. So I think this project is of a nature where we encourage collaborations between not only Pakistani and European universities, but we also encourage collaborations between national universities. So one of the fruit of this project is actually what we are trying to do. We achieve this international exchange of students through ICM. Now we are proposing, a national exchange of students. So Sakhar IBA, LUMS Lahore and IBA Karachi are in a phase of developing exchange program. Under this exchange program, students from Sakhar IBA will be able to spend their one semester at LUMS or IBA Karachi, and similarly, the students from IBA Karachi and LUMS can come and spend their one semester over here. When faculty and students at national level are interacting with each other, so there will be exchange of ideas, and this exchange of ideas will contribute towards growth. Not only we are encouraging exchange of ideas at national level, we are also encouraging exchange of ideas at international level with our European partners.
Well, Dr. Shahani, you were also formerly head of the computer science department, so obviously we could not end this episode without talking about computer science. So what do you think where computer science is heading after elements like the existence of AI, blockchain, Web 3.0?
Actually, we are living an age, and that is more known as the fourth industrial revolution. And in this age, actually, the order of the day is, the things which were done by humans previously are being done by machines. So automation is at its climax. So I think the future is of a computer science. And in this future of computer science, if we innovate and we revise our curriculum in line with the current technology trends like AI, blockchain, and robotics, in that situation, we will be able to produce a workforce which is not only beneficial for this region, province of Sindh, but that will be beneficial for Pakistan as well as on global level. So I think a computer science department at Sakhar IBA University is now in one of the top departments, and highest enrollment is at computer science department, and we receive students. They are brilliant. And if you just connect with one of our department called CDC, you will get data. Most of the students which are graduating from our department are already employed, or during their education they are also doing remote jobs. So I think this department is progressing very well. And what we need to do is we have to update our curriculums, and we have to connect with the industry to produce employable graduates. And now lately we focus on producing exportable graduates, because mostly at our national level we do not have much initiatives related to industry 4.0. So what we want to do is we produce graduates which are not only demand in Pakistan, but if there is a lack of industrial development in Pakistan, they can go anywhere in the world and earn bread and butter for their family in a respectable manner.
Well, Dr. Shahani, I think this is a good spot to wrap this podcast up, don't you think?
I think this is the right time. We should leave the podcast at climax.
Well, we just want to really thank you for giving us the time of your day today. We really appreciate it. And there were such gems shared. Thank you so much.
Pleasure is all mine. And once again, thank you for having me.